JM Investors friends, welcome back JM Investors family. In today's video, we are talking about this book, which is new in town, very crafted and well organized. It outsmarts the rich dad, poor dad analogy. It outsmarts the system. It is a wealth blueprint and revolution. It outsmarts the system, the three mentors, the sovereign, wealth blueprint and revolution. This book changes everything you have been taught about money, mindset, and freedom. You have been told to get a job, save money, and retire happy. But what if that system was never designed for you to win? What if the true wealth isn't about what you earn, but about what you become? This is the story of Ethan, a young man who lost everything and found four mentors who taught him the true meaning of sovereignty. Based on the revolutionary book, The Three Mentors, The Sovereign Wealth System, and The Blueprint, this is not just a story. It is a blueprint for those ready to escape the system and build their own. Here's a powerful, concise summary of your book, The Three Mentors. The mindset, the machines, and the mission. It is crafted for readers, marketers, and promoters. What if the real secret to wealth isn't about money but sovereignty? In The Three Mentors, Ethan, a disillusioned dreamer trapped in a traditional success narrative, embarks on a journey that redefines what it means to be free, wealthy, and fulfilled. When he loses everything, chasing borrowed dreams, fate introduces him to three extraordinary mentors, each representing a dimension of human mastery. The philosopher of mind, who teaches him self-mastery and mental sovereignty. The architect of wealth, who reveals that money is not the goal but the tool of creation. The engineer of machines, who shows how technology and automation amplifies human potential. Together they change Ethan to transcend dependence on jobs, systems, and even luck, and to build its own sovereign system, a framework that integrates the mindset times the machine times wealth times mission. Through dialogue, philosophy, and real-world strategy, Ethan learns that world isn't unfair, it is unupdated. You don't need luck, you need leverage. You don't need sorry. You don't need luck, you need leverage. The rich build systems, but the sovereign build legacies. In the powerful closing chapters, the mentors reunite with Ethan one last time, urging him to merge everything he has learned into a personal manifesto, a living philosophy of freedom, technology, and humanity. The book ends full circle years later. Ethan leaves a handwritten note inside Rich Dad Poor Dad store that reads, "When the system fails you, find the mentors who teach you to build your own." Inside this book, you'll find the sovereign framework, a complete model of personal freedom and modern wealth creation, wealth mapping worksheets, and reflection prompts to identify your leverage level and sovereignty score. Mini case studies showing ordinary people using AI and automation to achieve independence. Philosophical essays blending stoicism, moral capitalism, and the ethics of inte- intelligent wealth. Core message: true wealth isn't about accumulation; it's about actualization. You never, you are never meant to just play the game. You are meant to build a new one. Part one: Awakening. Ethan thought he was doing everything right: a degree, a job, and a plan. One until one day, when the company was working for collapsed, the system he trusted failed him. He was desperate and broken. He met his first mentor, a philosopher who taught him that the world does not pay for your time, but it pays for your transformation. This was the first spark. He learned about mindset, the art of self mastery, how to unlearn fear, how to build focus, and how to think independently. Nathan realized that freedom does not start with money, it starts with mastery. Part 2: The Mentor of Wealth. The second mentor was a quiet investor, a man who never worked for money but made money work for him. He told Ethan, the rich build the systems, the sovereign build legacies. This mentor taught him the wealth pillar, the power of leverage, cash flow, and ownership. He showed Ethan how the wealthy create money from ideas, not labor, how to use asymmetric bets, digital assets, and AI tools to multiply output. He learned the difference between income and independence. That wealth, that true wealth is when your systems earn you while you sleep. Part 3: The Machine. Then came the third mentor, who was a technologist. He said, you don't need luck, you need leverage. He showed Ethan he showed Ethan how to build machines, digital systems that automate income, scale ideas, and create an exponential value. AI tools, content systems, market automation. He taught him how to turn one skill into a self-sustaining empire. Ethan realized technology isn't the enemy, it is the new form of freedom when you control it consciously. The final mentor. The fourth mentor didn't work. Sorry, the fourth mentor didn't talk about money or machines. He talked about the mission. He asked Ethan one question: when you die, will your wealth die with you or through you? This was the moment Ethan understood. Wealth without purpose is just slavery in disguise. He built a mission, a reason bigger than himself, because meaning is the ultimate multiplier. Part 5: The Synthesis, the Sovereign Framework. Years later, Ethan brought the four mentors together. They didn't give him answers, they gave him a challenge: build your own sovereign system. And he did. He discovered the sovereign framework. That equation changed everything. The sovereign framework equals The mindset, self mastery times wealth, leverage, and ownership times machine, automation, and technology times mission, purpose, and legacy. That is not success. That is sovereignty, the ability to direct your own destiny. The book teaches you how to diagnose which pillar is weakest and how to strengthen it using exercises, reflection prompts, and real application roadmaps. It is not about quitting your job. It's about never being on it. It's not about quitting your job. It's about being never owned by it again. It's about never being owned by it again. Part 6. Part 6. The new game of life. The old game was survival. The new game is sovereignty. The world isn't unfair. It is just unupdated. Those who adapt it thrive. And Ethan mentors proved one thing. You don't need luck, you need leverage. You don't need a boss, you need a blueprint. You don't need permission, you need purpose. This is the new playbook for the modern age, where freedom isn't a dream, it is a design. Years later, a reader finds a handwritten note in the Rich Dad Poor Dad store saying, when the system fails you, find the mentors who teach you to build your own. The students become sovereign and the world begins again. If this story spoke to you, if you are ready to find and build your own system, read the three mentors, the mindset, the mission. Read the three mentors, the mindset, the machines, and the mission. Don't just escape the system, redefine it. If you want to buy it, this book, The Three Mentors, The Mindset, The Machines, and The Mission, please click the links in the video description below. The links include platforms like ko-fi.com, patreon.com, and gabron.com. Please be fully engaged with my videos. Click subscribe, like, comment. I repeat again, please be fully engaged with my videos because this will be highly appreciated from our side. Thank you, JM Investors friends. Thank you, JM Investors family. Bye-bye for now. I thank you all for listening to this revolutionary book, which is new in town. Bye-bye for now.